look at why Gen Zs don't like marriage. I am a Gen Z, she is a Gen Z. And there's so many reasons why I would not want to get married, you know. And when you look at this thing closely, you'll come to one big pillar, which is you look at the marriage you see in society, you know. So like one day I woke up, I was around 13 or 14 there. It was around class 6, class 7, you know. It was my first time. It was my first time moving to a neighborhood, you know. Like all our lives, I've always lived far away from towns and what. So I woke up this early morning, and then I hear a commotion from the neighbors, you know.
True.
And then a little while, I'm asking my mom what's up, why are people fighting out here? And then she's like, it's just marital issues, they'll get done, you know. Then I was scared, and I'm like, hey, am I supposed to sign a contract and start living with people to start to make me submissive to them, you know? So it becomes a very huge challenge, you know? There's so many other reasons apart from that, you know, but that is the big pillar.
True. So the first one, it's actually on her point. Relationship changes. Sometimes you have this fear of your the way you're going to start your relationship. And you start a relationship and you're happy, everything is nice.
Yeah.
Like you're in a paradise, like your fairy tale is coming true. But then you fear that in the future, in the next 10 years, it's not going to be the same as the way she was saying, like people fight and everything. Actually, someone said to me, like, if, like, for example, you get married to someone, like 10 years down the line, you'll not be like the way
same.
you are. Yeah, you'll not be the same because things change. So sometimes you have this fear of things will change, and then you are afraid of marriage because sometimes people get lost in the marriages, and also because sometimes you might leave. For example, if you're a lady, you might leave your priorities or anything you wanted to do, and then you prioritize the man,
the family.
and then you come 10 years down the line, it will not work out, and so you are afraid of how the outcome, like 10 years to come, or if the relationship changes.
I usually notice this trend where when you're starting, it's so rosy, so wonderful. And then the middle, the prime peaks of life at 50, 40 there, that's where collision starts. It's the peak of the marriage, but it's the worst. And then from 60s there, I usually notice a change and people tend to come together and the marriage comes back, you know.
Yeah,
and I feel like most of them end it at 40 there. And then there's this community issues that like, go back to your husband, just try to persevere. But I feel like if it becomes so bad, just leave it, you know. There's no use. Yeah.
Also, when you're afraid of these things, just know you can be able to balance your work, your marriage. Just know you're able to balance it.
Yeah.
If this is something you're afraid of.
Yeah. Another one is career pursuit. You know, you want to stick to a line of job. You know, you get married to your work. You know, then it becomes so scary to leave your work. You'll have to move. You'll have to leave your work and move to where your husband is. You know. This can be one of the factors.
Another thing is a risk of divorce. This is a major thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I am afraid of my marriage will get to a point where I cannot be able to stay with this person. Maybe we'll be fighting or whatever, because maybe you've seen different relationships. You've seen a lot of people are getting divorced. So you prefer being on your own. You prefer staying single. And I hear people saying, I'd rather be single because I'll not be affected in any way when I'm single. I'll not have to pass through a lot. So if someone is afraid of getting divorced, I guess this is a reason for someone to decide that I won't get married.
Yeah. Another thing is fear of the unknown, you know. The future holds so many plagues that no one is aware, you know. So you just think of it as, what if I get into this marriage, get my first child, my second child, my body becomes so big, and then my husband just loses interest, you know, as in all the others. So you'll sit there and you're like, hey, how am I supposed to sign up into this contract that after a while it can expire, and I'm not so sure what will happen there. Or this person gets cancer or something and dies. This person does this, or the love just gets ruined, you know. So this fear of what is to come is a major, major thing that can make you move away from marriage. Yeah.
Oh, before you continue, can I ask you a question? If, like, the fear that affects you the most, what fear do you have?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
I got commitment issues. I'm just so scared of having all this responsibility. You know, like marriage is a huge responsibility, you know.
But you can be able to balance.
No. That's me. It's just scary. I'm just so scared.
Another reason is the fear of becoming a mother.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. To some people, it comes naturally. They adore people, they adore children, and some people don't. They don't want to
Yeah.
have that to carry
A
the
child for 9
baby,
months.
the labor pains, and everything. They don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I usually
So-
look at it to this angle.
Uh.
Like, why should I give birth? And there's so many children out there homeless, like I can get one. And that pain is scary.
There is this bond that you connect with
your
when
own
you
child.
have your own child. It's not the same bond that you're going to create with the person who's outside.
Yeah,
And
people
you
have different views.
True.
I prefer adopting.
Anyway, people have different views.
Yeah, we'll see
and
in
someone
future.
might, a lot of people. But these days, I feel like the fear of getting pregnant is not a lot.
Get pregnant at a good age. Like in all the videos it said, you can have 1 million kids. The question is, can you
Are you
cater
able
for
to
the needs of this
provide?
child? Don't bring a child to this world to suffer. Make sure your child comes into a good place. Yeah, another way is fear of commitment. I got commitment issues. Like you just look at it and you're like, is this the same man I'd like to wake up next to for the rest of my life?
Okay.
Is this the person I want to share my needs? I want to use the same energy with my whole life. Like this commitment can be so scary if you're used to living a free life.
Another reason is religious differences. Sometimes you're in love with this person, like he's a Muslim or you're a Christian or any. Is there any other religious?
Buddhist,
whatever. So
atheist.
sometimes that becomes a barrier for the marriage.
Marriage,
You're not able to go forth with your marriage.
If I'm your friend and I notice that you like this person and you're scared of getting married just because of the religious purpose, I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Why?
Are you okay? Are you fine? Why should you leave someone you
you know-
love because of religious nini? People
Sometimes
getting married.
society
I don't
dictates
care
a
what
lot.
the people say. Just follow your heart.
Right now, you'll say you don't care, but it reaches to some point where a lot of things like they affect you.
Like Muslims usually know there's a problem. They're not supposed to marry Christians. Jewish have a problem with you marrying Christians.
Yeah, sometimes it affects.
But so many people have gone through this barrier and have taken a risk just because of love, So for me, I feel like you can also take that risk, Don't let religion define you and define your marriage, I feel like if you like this person, take that person in, take that risk.
I feel like
live
you should
together if you
move
are
away
happy.
from the society where you should.
Yeah,
move
this is
away.
the part you cover everything that the society has to say and follow your heart.
Okay, I've finished my point. For me, I'll say my biggest. I feel it's the fear of the unknown. For me, I guess that's my fear. I'm not afraid of having commitment issues, nothing of the sort. But I feel the fear of unknown, like the fear of how things will become, the risk of divorce also. Yeah, you don't know how this person will act in the future. You don't know. That's my problem. I guess that's my biggest issue.
My biggest
for
fear
me.
also is love fading. That's the same as fear of unknown.
Yeah.
Love
know
fading
what
is a
will
very huge problem, Like you've been in relationship 1, relationship 2, relationship 3, all this end, and what will it make you stay with this person and not divorce,
Yeah.
Yeah, love fading is so scary. Yeah. My last thing is deceit, You have this impression of this man. This man told you he lives here. This man told you he earns this much. This man told you I have 4 siblings. And then you
No
get
wife.
into the marriage. This person has 9 siblings he has to cater for.
Even
This
not
man
the
lives
siblings.
in a very weird place, This man lied to you about so many things, and when you get into this marriage, everything starts unpacking. This man doesn't have the same traits you had when you were dating, It can become so scary, And when I sit back in July, am I supposed to get married to this person? And so many people lie about their lifestyle and shit. You just get so scared, Yeah. So deceit is a very major factor also. Thank you for watching this video.
My name is Angie.
I'm Melissa Camila. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.